Look, you guys listen to me. I'm not a fan of tariffs. I'm a free trade guy. China's a different story. This has zero to do with trade. This has zero to do with bringing manufacturing back. It's going to make the world a better place. Zero to do with any of that. This is global dominance. This is it. This is us going, you know what? No. You've screwed everybody. You've played this game. Everybody, we all thought that you were going to eventually come out of your insanity of being the big red scare. Part deux. And no, I have zero problem with tariffs on China because that is a battle that has more to do geopolitically and militarily, national defense, and where the globe is going to go. Authoritarianism, the spread of their communism with Belt and Road and the BRICS. And I understand that some of the stuff that we're putting on people, in particular countries, is because we're going to force countries to go, you're with us or you're with them. You want to be with us? It's free trade, right? It's freedom. We'll let you pet one of the dire wolves, maybe. Got to be nice. It's that. With China, it has always been them running the show, them getting past everybody because everybody gives in, lets them play the game because they're getting free money from them, or China. They don't want to. It's too big of a market in their mind to let go. So now you got to decide, what do you want to do? Look, if I'm a business owner, am I worried? Yeah, a little bit, right? Especially if you've got stuff that comes from China, if you've got things that are manufactured there, even though you may put them together here, those kind of, yes, of course. And if you are somebody who you're not quite sure what the hell to do with the tariffs, because you haven't felt it yet, you don't really understand it, but you're going to, sooner rather than later, a little bit, not on everything. But yeah, you're going to see some jumps in prices. You're going to make a whoo. I mean, just the other day, Bell got a tow, which is still the funniest thing. Bell got towed 8 feet.
8 feet.
What did the guy say?
I asked him why the price had gone up from 150 to 165, and he goes, tariffs.
It's awesome.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Tariffs.
And you're like, what? Tariffs? You had a tow truck already. Did Chinese with you?
Tires are Chinese.
I would have
Chinese
found it more
tires.
believable if he went, well, gas is going up again.
Yeah, the Chinese tires are Chinese. But this is about, you know what? You lie about everything. You cheat in every way, shape, or form. You are nonstop spying, trying to spy. You are all of the things, and we've had enough of it. The thought was many moons ago that you guys realize we can't be closed off to the world. We can't be the Soviet Union. It's going to fall apart. We're going to have to figure out how we allow some of this stuff in there. And now that you've built up a military that is ready to roll, and you're trying to build it up stronger, and you've done it in the way that, well, cheating and lying and stealing and taking our stuff that we come up with, repurposing it, rebranding it, selling it. And it's frustrating. So I understand that. The other stuff, But this is Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, talking about China.
104% tariffs in China are not enough. I'm advocating 400%. I do business in China. They don't play by the rules. They've been in the WTO for decades. They have never abided by any of the rules they agreed to when they came in for decades. They cheat, they steal IP. I can't litigate in their courts. They take product, technology, they steal it, they manufacture it and sell it back here. Never has an administration.
400% tariffs? What would that look like?
I want Xi on an airplane to Washington to level the playing field.
Xi's not going to. He's not. Not anytime soon. He's just not. And the IP, the intellectual property. So my buddy Joe, great guy, he has a few factories over there. and they manufactured a lot of stuff. And this was pre-COVID. I remember we used to talk about this all the time. He was the one who told me in like October of that year when COVID, finally arrived on the shores a few months later. He's like, dude, it's weird. Because he was in Wuhan. Wuhan's like Chicago. And he's like, there's nobody on the streets. There's nobody here. It's weird. But he would tell me for years, he goes, yeah, you literally go in there and you show them, okay, here's my plans. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to manufacture. He goes, they'll go into another room and photocop everything, come back, hand it. And next thing you know, across the street, that hat or whatever it is that you come up with, they're making it and selling it. And there's nothing you can do if you want to do business over there. They're going to steal your stuff and they're going to make it cheaper and sell it, not just here, but globally, as many places as possible. But if you want cheaper labor, because, like I said, if I was going to produce some of this stuff here, it's just be unaffordable for a vast majority of people, which is frustrating. But this has a lot more to do with the bigger picture. China, whether it's the World Health Organization or what they're doing in Africa and many other places, they throw money around. Like USA is a perfect example. We put stipulations on stuff. It's like, hey, we're going to give you $500 million, but you can't hang gay people from the flagpoles. And maybe you should learn stuff about them instead of doing that. And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. China's like, we don't care what you do. Here's $1 million. But we may come back in a few years and ask you for something like the mob.
This is not about tariffs anymore. Nobody has taken on China yet, not the Europeans, no administration for decades. As someone who actually does business there, I've had enough. I speak for millions of Americans who have IP that have been stolen by the Chinese. I have nothing against the Chinese people. They brought great literacy, art, and tech to the world. The government cheats and steals, and finally, an administration, you may not like Trump, you may not like his style or his rhetoric, finally, an administration that says enough. 400% tariffs tomorrow morning.
Which isn't going to happen, but we'll see, because they're going to, now it's the battle, reciprocal. You do this, we're going to do this. You do this, we're going to do this. Europe is going to do it as well, but hey, Europe, this isn't about whether or not we sell crap to you or not, or whether or not there's tariffs on some of our stuff or not. This is about what side are you going to be on? Do you want freedom? Do you want to be able to sell into a marketplace? If we were to say, screw it, we're never trading with China again, we're pulling everything back, we would try to onshore some stuff, but mostly we would defer a lot of it to India, Mexico, Honduras, places like that, and go from there. And in doing that, we would definitely suffer, and it would be nasty at first, probably global recession. But on the other end, we'd come out way better than China. China can't afford it. And here's the one thing that we have that they don't have, because they have central planning. So I don't know. I think it was Colin Rugg or Jack Posobiec posted a video of this new giant bridge they just built in China that took like an hour to build, where California would take 12 years to plan for it. That's central planning when you run everything in authoritarian. Just get it done, right? That's the one thing they'd have a little bit of an advantage of in some areas. But what they don't have is freedom. And why that matters is you can take away people's, freedom if you give them something to work for. You have money, they have some mobility, they feel like they have a portion of their life. You may take away some of that freedom in their mind, but, they're too busy working for their 2-bedroom, 3-bath home trying to get ahead. So that struggle would all of a sudden, wait a minute, you took away our money. You took away our mobility, and now you're taking away our freedoms. Something's got to give. And they already have a huge problem in China with male youth unemployment in particular. Could you imagine if we just pulled the plug? Again, we'd go into recession, but at some point, they're going to look around and go, wait a minute here. Every young man and a lot of young women have nothing going on. And as we all know, the kids we see out at protests that cause the big ruckus, a lot of times they don't have a lot going on. And you want to have stuff going on. So this will be interesting to see what happens. 400%. I don't know if Trump's ready for that. I know he's excited about taking this battle on, and I'm good with that. Go ahead. Take the battle on. Let's see what it looks like. But you also have to understand what may be coming. And what may be coming is the fact that a lot of people out there, rightly so, if you're a little bit older, you're nervous about certain things. If you have a business, you're nervous about certain things. And if you're a consumer and you live close to the edge, you're nervous about some stuff. And I think some people are willing to ride it out, but that does come a point where you have to politically say, all right, we're going to do this and understand that this is going to be hell. Or we may have to pull some of these things back because otherwise we may lose the House and the Senate. And that's where politics comes in. And politics is you can't ignore politics when you're a politician.
Right now, China's paying a 104% tariff. Think of it, 104%. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but they charged us for many items 100%, 125%. Many countries have. They've ripped us off left and right. But now it's our turn to do the ripping.
It is. And we'll find out what that looks like. Because this isn't going to be just about the two of us. Now it's like we're going to start to see who's with us and who's not. Some want to remain as neutral as possible. Okay. But there's a lot of other ones out there who are going to be forced to go, we don't want to give up China, but we can't give up America. I mean, we don't want to lose having the opportunity to be and work within China and do certain things, but we cannot lose America. And we'll see if these things force their hands.